everyone, this is Samya and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today in this video, I am going to show you that how exactly I study English every single day to improve my English on a daily basis. Although I have already made a separate video on this topic, that how exactly I study English realistically, but in this video I am going to focus on different steps. Although I'm going to focus on those 4 aspects of language learning, which is reading, writing, speaking and listening, but I will be following different steps which I follow to improve my English. Because I have seen a lot of people complaining that I cannot read books. I do not have this habit to journal something in a piece of paper. I don't get time to speak to myself. So I have decided that I should be sharing all the steps which I follow instead of following these 4 steps. Because sometimes I also don't feel like studying books. Sometimes I also don't feel like talking to myself. Sometimes I don't write journal in a piece of paper. So I always believe in switching my steps to improve my English. So I am going to show you what are the other steps I follow to improve my English, but mainly focusing on speaking, writing, listening and reading. So let me show you how exactly I do it. Alright. So the first thing I mainly focus on every single day to enhance my language skill is to read something in English. Because reading plays a significant role to enhance our English, and it can also provide us valuable knowledge which can completely transform our life. But yeah, reading does not mean that you only have to focus on reading books. Because a lot of people have this misconception that if I want to improve my English and if I want to get valuable knowledge, then I have to focus on only reading books. But it is just a myth, because there are so many options, there are so many steps which you can try just to improve your skill and just to upgrade yourself. Sometimes I don't read books to improve my English, because many times I go outside and then only I get free time. But I don't prefer reading books in public, and sometimes I get lazy that I don't want to read any books. So I have found a solution which always helps me to improve my English just by following this one step, and that is reading. So what exactly I do? I just go to Google and search any random topic, and then I will start reading that article in English out loud. Now you may be thinking that what are the topics I am supposed to read? So you don't need to worry about it. You can go to Google and search that suggest me 50 or 30 topics which can help me to improve my speaking skill in English. Or you can also go to ChatGPT and search this question that how I'm supposed to improve my speaking skill, or just give me some topic which I can pick every single day to enhance my speaking skill in English just by myself. Now let me show you how exactly I follow this step, and on the other hand I will also be showing that how I upgrade my vocabulary easily just by following this one step. Alright, so the first thing we are going to do is to go to Google and search any topic related to your interest. So I'm going to search mental health. This is the topic I want to know more about, so I'm going to search it. Now I am going to read at least 2 to 3 articles, and I always believe in reading at least 2 to 3 articles because it helps me to understand in a different way, because every single article is being written by different content writer. So in this way you can get to know about different opinions and different perspectives. So for example, I'm gonna read this article. So I'm going to go through these articles at least once so that I can understand what it means. And I always make sure that I'm reading out loud, because it always helps me to improve my pronunciation and also helps me to improve my speaking skill. When it comes to not being able to understand any specific word and enhancing your vocabulary, you don't really need to struggle with it much, because it's pretty easier and simple. So what you're supposed to do, you just have to tap to that word. For example, if this is the word which I could not understand the meaning of, then I'm just going to tap it, and here you go. Now I'm going to search it that what it means. So in this way I can easily get to know the meaning of that word, and if I want to write it down, then I will be writing it down, otherwise I will let it go. And I don't really write every single word in a piece of paper, I would only be choosing those words which seem relevant to me. Otherwise, there are so many words which I avoid because I feel they are not as important as they should be, and they are not important for me to use in my daily life. Okay, so the next step is speaking. And I think this is the most important part of any language, because we are learning English just to be able to speak in English. And despite having put so much efforts, still if we cannot speak in English, then it does not really make sense. So there are so many ways through which you can improve your speaking skill in English, and I would recommend you that try out every single thing. Try to follow every single step which can help you to improve your speaking skill, because the more steps you try, the better you will become at speaking. In my previous video, I showed you guys that how exactly I practice speaking in English alone just by myself. So if you are someone who does not have any partner with whom you can practice speaking in English, then you can follow that step. But in today's video, I am going to show you that what are the other steps I follow to improve my speaking skill. And a lot of you have asked me that what exactly you do to improve your speaking skill. Well, let me tell you that there are so many steps I follow. Sometimes I would be practicing alone, sometimes I would be speaking in front of mirror, I would be speaking to myself in front of camera, I would speak to any object. I know it's a bit creepy, but still I do it. But today I am going to show you that how exactly I practice with others, because I think this is one of the best ways through which you can improve your speaking skills in English. Because if you have someone with whom you can interact and with whom you can engage in a conversation, then it is going to be extremely beneficial to you. So today I am going to engage in a conversation with someone else to improve my English in a short period of time. So without further delay, let's get into the video. Otherwise, I will keep talking about random stuff. So just stop this right now. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, Raj.
Yeah, how are you, Samia?
I've been doing absolutely fantastic. How is it going with you?
So I'm also perfect. And what's going on? Because today is Holi, so yeah, you are totally excited for that day.
Not really. Actually, I don't celebrate Holi, so yeah.
Why any specific reasons you don't enjoy that particular occasion?
No, actually, I don't have any specific reason, but I live in a place where we are not surrounded by those people who celebrate this festival. So that's why, I used to play Holi and celebrate Holi back in school, but now I don't do it.
Okay. So what's your qualification actually?
I'm a student and currently I'm in final year of graduation.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
So where are you from?
I'm from Jharkhand. What about you? Which state are you speaking from?
Actually, I'm speaking from Bihar. Right now I'm staying in Patna. Patna is, located the capital in Bihar. So yeah.
I know.
I'm preparing. Yeah, I am sick to, anyhow they crack the competition. Right now I'm preparing, government exam. So yeah.
Okay.
You can say that I'm in banking sector.
Oh, I see.
So Jharkhand is, some years ago is also included in the, one state. Both are Bihar and Jharkhand.
But in 2000, Jharkhand got separated, yeah.
So have any opportunity then you visit the Mahendra Singh Dhoni house?
No, actually I don't live in Ranchi, and Mahendra Singh Dhoni belongs to Ranchi, which is the capital of Jharkhand. So I have never got chance to see him, and I don't think I will ever get chance because I hardly visit Ranchi. So yeah.
Okay. Actually, you are indulging in yourself the whole day because a lot of work you have doing, So yeah, I'm just guessing about yourself.
I could not get it. Could you repeat that, please?
I'm saying that you have a lot of work there, so you're doing just like this. So you are totally intense with your entire work, entire day.
Yeah, it's true actually. I have so many things to do every single day. So, it's not something I have, but I always try to keep myself busy. So, both are different and I always choose the later one.
That's a good thing. If I would ask the one question, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so you are staying in the CBSE school, right?
No, I belong to JAG board, which is Jharkhand board. So, in Jharkhand, we call it JAG board. Yeah.
Okay, and there is, going in the English language, all subject in Hindi.
No, you can't believe, but I am completely from Hindi medium. Even I'm graduating in Hindi medium, which is a bit unbelievable to many people. But yeah, it's true. I don't study history, I study itihas.
because your communication like this, nobody believe that how can be possible that or teach in English. So how can be possible?
Yeah, it is possible because I have worked so hard on learning this language, and learning this language and studying something academic, both are completely different. And I would say like I have put so much efforts learning this language. So yeah, this is just the result of my efforts.
Okay, I can understand because of everything will depend on the hard work. Of course, you have the career, the milestone in his career. So after that, you achieve your target. So that's very, very appreciable for you, Samia. That's a great.
Okay, thank you so much for your compliment.
Yeah, because this is your first time then girls talk to me like the fluency English as well as that's the correctly English I speak. So that is a totally commendable for you.
Yeah, actually, I don't really consider myself a fluent English speaker because probably you might not have noticed.
Because your pronunciation is totally correct actually. So how you start to communicate to each others, that's the very, very essential part of your communication. So of course you can understood.
That's true, but I would say I also make so many mistakes. I also fumble. Many times, if I am given any topic by someone, I do not know how to describe myself. So it does happen with everybody, and I'm completely okay with that because I think if I'm learning.
Yeah. Because my problem is right now I'm staying in my village actually. So your environment is totally different than the city environment. So this time I am totally stuck in this particular area. How can I upload my words in English? Because I'm in banking sector. So on the daily basis when I get in the morning, that point of time, so that I teach and learn the new vocabulary. And how can I express that's many complicated for me here because nobody know about me. If you want to express your word by your tongue, that times in front of the people just you judging me, he's showing like that English. That's the very, very complication for me. So yeah.
But let me tell you one thing, that if you think that your environment is a barrier, then it's not work in this way. Because you might not believe, but I live in a place where I have never seen anybody speaking in English, and nobody speaks in English around me.
I know, I can understand your intention, but according in terms of me, so no possible actually here, because here is the Mathri language going on all time, mother and sister as well as my fathers, who those in society is living, such a kinds of situation happen with me. So yeah.
It's not a big deal because I speak only Hindi with everybody, and this is the only platform where I speak in English. But I always make sure that I am creating an environment for myself. Like I immerse myself in English language, and this is possible for everybody. No matter whether you are living in a city or in a village, it does not matter.
Yeah, I can understand.
So the next step is listening in your target language. I cannot emphasize the importance of listening in your target language, because if you want to be comfortable with the sounds and if you want to be familiar with as many new vocabulary as you can, then you must incorporate this habit into your daily routine, which is listening or watching. So in my previous videos, I have talked about listening, that listening to podcast or listening to any audiobook, but today I am going to show you other steps which I follow to improve my English, and that is watching YouTube videos in English. Actually, I don't watch movies, so I'm not going to get into the depth of that topic, but I will be showing that how I enhance my vocabulary and my listening skill just by watching YouTube videos. And I always believe in exploring multiple things. I do not stick to one podcast channel and I don't stick to one YouTube videos. Rather, I believe in exploring as many YouTubers as I can, because it helps me to get to know about different vocabulary, and it always helps me to upgrade myself and build different skills just by acquiring new knowledge. So now let me show you how exactly I watch YouTube videos in English and how exactly I improve my vocabulary just by watching them. Alright, so the next step I follow right after watching YouTube videos in English is to write something in English, because in my opinion, writing is the best way to make yourself understand about something, and it can also help you to tell a better story. So if you're someone who wants to become a better storyteller, and if you also want to become a good communicator, and if you want to memorize something for a longer period of time, then you make sure that you are writing whatever you have listened and whatever you have read right now. And I know that many people don't like writing something in a piece of paper because either they find it a bit monotonous or they think it's not efficient for them. And that's perfectly okay. It's completely okay to think in this way because every single person has different way to learn things. But I think there are so many options which you can try, through which you can improve your writing skills in English. And as I already mentioned, that I always believe in switching steps which help me to enjoy the process without getting bored and without feeling that I am done with these steps. So I do the same thing with writing skill as well. So what exactly I do? Right after finishing watching the YouTube videos in English, I try to elaborate it in my own words in the comment section. I will be using all the phrases, vocabulary, expressions, idioms, and all the points which I understood from the video to describe my thoughts, to explain myself in a better way, as if I have to show this to someone else, as if I am getting ready my presentation. So it is really beneficial for me. I always do it. And I don't really care how long that comment is going to be because I feel that in this way I can easily describe my thoughts in a better way. So if you think that writing something in a piece of paper is not your thing and you don't want to do it because either you don't like it or you don't have enough time to follow this step, but still you want to improve your writing skill, then try to follow this one step. Try to write down something in the comment section that what exactly you have understood from the video, because it is going to change your English completely, especially your writing skills in English. Okay, so let me show you that how exactly I do it. Alright, so this is how I improve my English every single day. And yeah, it is just a reminder for you that when it comes to improving your language skills, you do not need to stick to only one step, that I have to only read books just to improve my reading skill and I only have to listen to podcasts just to improve my English. I mean, there are many things which you can explore. Just try out every single thing for not getting bored, because I have seen a lot of people complaining that, you know what, when it comes to improving my English, I always feel lazy. I don't want to study anymore. I just feel that I am done with these steps. So don't worry, there are so many steps which you can try out. Just try every single thing and try to find out which one works best for you. But it does not mean that you have to stick to that one. When it comes to me, I always believe in trying out multiple things. So sometimes I read books in English, sometimes I will be reading any article in English, sometimes I read newspapers, sometimes I just find different, sometimes I would be reading transcript of the video. I mean, that video is available in any other language, but I will be reading that transcript in English. So I try out multiple things, and the same thing happens with listening, speaking, and writing as well. So try every single thing which can help you to enjoy the process without getting bored. So that's it for today's video. I hope you found this video valuable and get some knowledge that how you should be trying out multiple things to improve your English. So if you like this video, then please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I will see you very soon in the next video. Bye.